You ever see that one dude at the gym who looks absolutely massive, like he escaped from a protein powder container, but then he jogs for 30 seconds and sounds like he's fighting for Wi-Fi in a basement? That was me. I used to think if I couldn't fit through a doorway sideways, I wasn't training hard enough. And then, one day, I tried to run a mile. 1 mile. Not a marathon, not the Boston Marathon. Just 1 American mile. Bro, my Apple Watch called 911. That's when I realized something terrifying. Traditional bodybuilding might be dead, and the hybrid athlete is stealing the throne. So picture this. I'm bulking, eating like a divorced dad on Thanksgiving. Chicken, rice, peanut butter, protein shakes so thick they legally count as drywall. I'm training chest twice a week, back twice a week, leg day once because, obviously, I'm getting bigger. My sleeves are tight. My ego is tighter. And then my friend says, yo, come play basketball. Basketball, a sport that requires running. I lasted 4 possessions. 4, not quarters, possessions. And I'm bent over like I just survived a car crash. Meanwhile, there's a 165-pound dude with visible abs who just ran 5 miles before showing up, and he's not even tired. That's when I knew. We got a problem. To put it in active context, something really terrifying is waiting for you. So picture this. I'm bulking, eating like a divorced dad on Thanksgiving. Chicken, rice, peanut butter, protein shakes so thick they legally count as drywall. I'm training chest twice a week, back twice a week, leg day once because, obviously, I'm getting bigger. My sleeves are tight. My ego is tighter. And then my friend says, yo, come play basketball. Basketball, a sport that requires running. I lasted 4 possessions. 4, not quarters, possessions. And I'm bent over like I just survived a car crash. Meanwhile, there's a 165-pound dude with visible abs who just ran 5 miles before showing up, and he's not even tired. That's when I knew. We got a problem. Traditional bodybuilding used to be simple. Get huge, move slow, flex under good lighting, avoid stairs. The dream physique was big chest, big arms, legs optional. And cardio? Cardio was what you did accidentally when you parked far from the gym entrance. But here's what nobody talks about. You can bench 315, but if tying your shoes feels like a CrossFit workout, something's off. Now look at fitness culture in America right now. Everybody's running marathons. Everybody's doing high rocks. Everybody's doing Ironmans. There's dudes with 8-packs who can also deadlift 500 pounds and run a 6-minute mile. Meanwhile, I'm over here winded after carrying groceries in one trip. And don't get me wrong, traditional bodybuilding builds muscle. But the culture? It accidentally trained us to become beautiful statues, expensive statues, with gym memberships. Let me be real with you. There was a point where I looked big in photos, but I felt weak in life. Walking upstairs? Gassed. Pickup sports? Gassed. Chasing a dog that stole my chicken breast? Gassed. And the worst part? You start avoiding things. Bro, I'm in a bulk. Bro, I'm saving my legs. Bro, I don't want to lose gains. Lose gains? From running half a mile? What are my muscles made of? Cotton candy? And then this hybrid athlete wave shows up. These dudes are like, yeah, I squat heavy. Yeah, I run 10 miles. Yeah, I rock climb on weekends. Yeah, I have a resting heart rate of 48. I'm over here with a resting heart rate of maybe. Hybrid athletes don't just look athletic, they are athletic. They can lift, they can run, they can move. They're built for life. Traditional bodybuilding built me for mirror selfies. You know those memes? Bodybuilder versus athlete? Bodybuilder, massive arms, veins popping, standing still. Athlete, lean, explosive, actually doing something. The algorithm shifted too. 5 years ago, biggest dude wins. Now, if you're not flipping tires, sprinting hills, cold plunging, and journaling at 5 a.m., you're outdated. Somewhere along the line, America decided, hey, what if we're jacked and can breathe? Wild concept. Here's why it feels like traditional bodybuilding is dying. It's hyper-specialized. It ignores conditioning. It glorifies size over performance. And in 2026, people don't just want to look strong, they want to be strong. Functional strong. Vacation strong. Chase your future kids strong. Not needs a nap after leg day strong. My wake-up call was brutal. I tried to do a simple conditioning workout. Push-ups, pull-ups, 400-meter run. Simple. I got through round 1. Round 2 felt like a breakup. Round 3 felt like taxes. And that's when I had to ask myself, am I training for life or am I training for lighting? Because gym lighting can make a broomstick look shredded. Real life lighting? Humbling. There's a weird ego attached to traditional bodybuilding. You don't want to admit you can't run. You don't want to admit your endurance sucks. Because size becomes your identity. And when someone smaller outperforms you, it hits different. I remember this 170-pound guy outlifting me on pull-ups, strict pull-ups. Meanwhile, I'm swinging like a chandelier, and he's calm, breathing through his nose. Nose breathing. I breathe like I'm trying to inflate a mattress. And here's the twist. Adding conditioning doesn't kill your gains. Shocking, I know. I used to believe one jog would evaporate my biceps like muscle is allergic to oxygen. But once I started mixing in sprints, zone 2 cardio, athletic drills, so here's where everything flipped for me. I stopped asking, how big can I get? And started asking, how capable can I become? And that question changes everything. Because bodybuilding is about maximizing size. Hybrid training is about maximizing life. The hybrid athlete doesn't train for Instagram angles. He trains for unpredictability. Friend invites you to hike? You're good. Pick up football? You're good. Spontaneous 5K? You're annoying, but you're good. Meanwhile, old school me needed a 48-hour notice and a carb load strategy. Traditional bodybuilding logic. Don't run, you'll lose muscle. Don't jump, that's for athletes. Don't play sports, injury risk. Don't move too much, recovery. At some point, it felt like we were training to survive a museum exhibit. Here we have the North American bench presser. Notice how it avoids cardio. And listen, I love lifting heavy. I still love lifting heavy. But if your warm-up makes you tired, that's not elite. That's concerning. When I added conditioning, here's what happened. My recovery improved, my appetite normalized, I slept better, I leaned out without trying. My confidence went through the roof because nothing hits your ego like being big and still capable. That's a different type of swagger. It's quiet. It's dangerous. It's, yeah, I left, and I can outrun you. This is the real reason traditional bodybuilding feels dead. It's not about muscle. It's about identity. Old identity, I'm the big guy. New identity, I'm the capable guy. And capable wins long term because size peaks, performance evolves. Let me tell you the moment that sealed it. I was at the gym, I did heavy leg day, felt like a monster. Then some dude asked if I wanted to join a sled push circuit. I said yes. 30 seconds later, I was seeing my childhood memories. Meanwhile, this hybrid dude is smiling. Smiling. Who smiles during sled pushes? Psychopaths, that's who. But that's when I realized he wasn't just training muscles, he was training his engine, and I didn't have one. I had horsepower, no fuel tank. Here's what changed everything. Muscle plus cardio is not smaller. Muscle plus cardio equals better nutrient partitioning, better insulin sensitivity, better work capacity, better hormone balance. Translation? You look better and feel better. Crazy concept. Your heart is also a muscle. We forgot that part. In the US, fitness trends evolve fast, and right now, the aesthetic is athletic, lean, strong, mobile, conditioned. The superhero look replaced the bodybuilder look because superheroes don't just bench, they run, they jump, they fight, they exist outside the gym. And if you think about it, that's what most of us actually want. Not stage ready, life ready. Before you panic, hybrid doesn't mean run 10 miles every day and stop lifting. Relax. It means lift heavy 3 to 4 days, add 2 to 3 conditioning sessions, sprint once a week, keep steps high, stay athletic. It's not extreme, it's balanced dominance. And the crazy part? Your physique often improves because your body starts looking like it's meant to move, not just pose. Let me say something real. I used to chase size because I thought it would fix insecurity. I thought bigger arms meant bigger confidence, but confidence didn't really hit until I could do things. Run fast, lift heavy, move freely, say yes to physical challenges without fear. That's when I felt powerful. Not when my shirt sleeves were tight, when my lungs weren't weak. No, it built the foundation. It taught us discipline, consistency, progressive overload. But evolving doesn't mean disrespecting the past. It means upgrading it. The hybrid athlete isn't anti-bodybuilding. He's bodybuilding 2.0, muscle with movement, size with stamina, strength with lungs. Let's be honest, if you look like a superhero but get tired taking out the trash, that's a software issue. Update required. And if your biggest fear is that jogging will steal your biceps are emotionally fragile. Train your body, train your engine, train your pride, because the future of fitness isn't who's the biggest, it's who's the most capable. And when you combine both, that's unstoppable. And we're not just building muscle anymore, we're building monsters that can move. Now ask yourself, are you training for the mirror or are you training for life? Let's evolve.